had an amazing weekend. I'm so glad that always good to always see you, my co-host, and welcome to the show today. My name is Alka.
And I'm Ria, and welcome to our show.
Welcome to our show. So, Ria, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about your book, the introduction. If you can expound, and I'll read this. The introduction, it says, sometimes you don't realize your own strength until you come face to face with your greatest weakness, by Susan Gale. That's very deep.
That is, absolutely. And you know what? I love that because, we go through life and we don't know as to what lies ahead of us. And we don't realize at that moment, there were so many things that we go through. And in my life, there were so many moments, there were so many dark moments in my life. And yet, what I feel is you got to have the courage, you got to have the strength, and you got to have the tenacity and the will and the determination to go ahead and find yourself. And that's what I mean. You don't realize your greatest strengths until you're faced with those, when you're faced at that moment, you're faced with those challenges. And I feel real that, challenges come in our life as a testament. And let me know what you think about it. I feel that challenges are put in front of us because it allows us to grow. And God puts obstacles and challenges and stones. So he wants us to know, how are we able to jump across? How do we get across those moments? Those obstacles, those challenges. And sometimes in your weakest moments, you don't realize that. What do you think?
So yes, that is correct, because you need to have the yin and the yang, the context and the contrast to see what you're made out of. Now, in your book, Alka, would you be able to share with us, that a particular story in your life which you saw your weakness in that moment of trials, your strength?
Absolutely. So what I can share with everyone is that my darkest moments was in my marriage, my darkest moments.
And you talk about that in the book, right?
I do talk about that. Yes, I do talk about that. And you know what? So there's your darkest moments, and those are the experiences, that we go through. But what is different and what elevates you to know that there's something greater that's going to lie in front of you? And at that moment, you don't realize, and I did not realize. But once I got out of in the marriage, because I was feeling suffocated and I was feeling stifled, and I felt that I didn't have the freedom to do what I'm doing today and how I'm living today. I have the freedom, but if I had not known, and if I had not had the courage to really get out. And so I want to share, though, Ria, is how do you find the courage? How do you actually get up and one day say to yourself, you know what, I'm done with this. Enough is enough. So what I can tell you is that you gotta have the will, you gotta have that desire, you gotta have the faith. And I think faith-based is the only way that, at least for me, I had faith. God was able to listen and helped me, and to know that, you know what, you're not alone. And yet I was alone, but because I had the faith, I was able to ride through that storm. I was able to ride it.
That is true. What I can share with you is number one is the gratitude, right? Having a daily gratitude. And number two is, having a big why. So we all have the ups and the downs, and what usually gets me through is, so for example, I came here from the Philippines. I'm a doctor in the Philippines, and I took the board exam for to become a US physician. And coming in here had a lot of challenges, either financially or taking the board exam, the mental stress of passing the boards and being matched into a residency training program. So number one, I would every day I'd pray the rosary, and I thank the Lord that I have another day to tackle the day. And I'm grateful for my parents for their support financially, because I didn't have the money, I didn't have to borrow. They were supporting me all the way to pay for all those expenses, the travel costs. And when you travel and when you apply to this hospital, to this institution, it's not a guarantee that they're gonna take you into their department. So I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity. And number two, I would ask myself, why am I doing this? I could easily just get into a residency training program in the Philippines and be a doctor. Why am I, coming into the USA as a foreigner and, being separated from my family and, starting from the scratch, right?
That's right.
I have zero to my name. But then my bigger why is I want to, find out what my potential is. I want to give back to my countrymen in the Philippines. So now that I'm here, my big why, I'm like, if I didn't do that, if I didn't go for my potential and the what ifs, then I would not have had the opportunity to provide medical mission. You see, before the COVID, that was in 2019, the whole family, my two kids and my husband, we went back to the Philippines and we did free medical mission. We bought an ultrasound.
Nice.
Yeah, we brought an ultrasound in the US and brought it back, and we did free medical mission there, and we fed and gifted 285 kids.
That's amazing.
Yes, in my country. So I'm able to give back, and I want to do more by having, scholarship. So I could not do that in my home country because the potential for me to grow and scale my business, although it's in there, but it's more challenging in there. In the USA, it's the land of the milk and honey. So this is where your dreams come true. So the opportunity exists for me here. And I'm able to do that through my own business, which is the apartment investing.
That is so beautiful. And you know what you just said, I love it, because I think, first and foremost is opportunity knocks.
Yes.
Opportunity knocks. And it's up to us to grab that, because until you don't grab that, you will never know where that potential that you have. We all have potential, but unless we don't grab the opportunity, we will never know how far we could have gone. We will never know what lies in front of us in terms of the business or our lifestyle choice. So I just love that, because everything is opportunity, and opportunity knocks, but it only knocks once, right? It only knocks once. And then after that, it's gone. So it's up to us in the taking. So make every day your opportunity cost in how you want to really live the life of your dreams.
That is so true. I agree.
Exactly. So
it's a beautiful introduction. So guys, for those of you who have not checked out Alka's book, From Cocoon to CEO, it's time you grab a copy. Where can they grab a copy, Alka?
They can grab a copy on Amazon. It's available on Amazon. Yes.
Awesome. From Cocoon to CEO, it's available in Amazon.
Exactly. So guys, you know what? Every day, have the attitude of gratitude. What Ria just shared, have the attitude of gratitude, because only then can you really begin to elevate your life and have faith that it is possible. Because the mere word impossible is I am possible.
Possible.
So,
I
guys,
love that.
Exactly right. So stay tuned for what me and Ria are going to be sharing with you. And so, with that being said, always have and know that you have the potential within you. Always keep elevating your life every single day to level yourself up. Ria, any final thoughts?
I loved it. I love what you said. I am possible. I am possible.
Exactly.
So with that said, tomorrow, Alka, we'll see each other again, and we'll see our other viewers too at the same time.
Exactly. Same time, same space. So for me and Ria, have an amazing day.
Have an amazing day, everyone. Take care. See you tomorrow,
See you
Alka. See you tomorrow, guys.
See you, Ria. See you guys.